guys, welcome to another video. This is another Valentine inspired nail tutorial. I saw these nails on Pinterest and on Facebook, so I've done a few little tweaks and added some things just to make it my own, and yeah, so let's see how it goes. So I had already built the nails up using my builder gel and buffed and filed and shaped them. So now I'm doing halo gel polish French white all over, and I've done 2 coats of that, as well as applied a matte top coat. I prefer when I'm doing nail art to work on a matte top coat. I don't know why, just for me it just seems easier. And instead of having to buff them, I just put the matte top coat on it, and it suits me great. So this little gel paint that I'm using is from the Canni range, and I'm just using it to paint on hearts. So it's like the heart is split in half between the 2 fingers. So between the ring finger and the middle finger, we're doing half a heart on each nail, and the whole thing behind it is that when the nails are put together, it forms the complete heart. So these wee gel paints are really good. They're really cheap. As I say, they're just from AliExpress, and you can get them from as little as 50p. So now that I have done the half of the heart, I'm putting over the clear acrylic just to emboss it, and then I'll cure that in the lamp for 15 seconds. So one of the things when you're working with gel paints, some of them aren't quite thick, so they'll tend to run. So you can see that's why I'm sort of applying the acrylic and curing in between each section, because I don't want them to run in into each other. So I'm just going to let you watch how I've done the design. Basically it's the same. I'm using the gel paint, I'm embossing it with the acrylic, and I'm curing it for 15 seconds in between, and then I'll come back whenever we are moving on from the gel paint. Okay, so now that I've finished the design, what I'm doing is I've taken the thick top coat from Halo, and I'm just applying it between the lines of the design there, and I'm going to apply rhinestones all in that space. And then once I've done the ring finger, I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle finger. So on the little finger and the index finger and the thumb, I'm going to be using my Sharpies. So yeah, well, using Sharpies, I think it can be hit or miss. You know, sometimes it works out great. Sometimes you use too much of the isopropyl alcohol and you have to add more Sharpie. But really, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just whatever way you think you want your nail to turn out. So you can see how I've got on in the video. Yeah, you either love Sharpies or you hate them. I actually don't mind them, but there is a bit of to and fro, adding more alcohol, putting more Sharpie, adding more alcohol, putting more Sharpie, and it just goes on and on and on until you come up with the design that you're happy with. Oh my goodness, do you actually see what I mean? There's so much fluffing about sometimes when you're using Sharpies. It's like, oh my goodness, you just have to keep adding more alcohol, and then you add too much, and then you have to let it dry, and then you have to add some more. So yeah, it's when you're using Sharpies, it's definitely a love-hate relationship. I think by this point I was ready to give up. I think I was ready to just wipe it all off and start again. But oh yeah, nightmare. But I just kept going, and in the end it did turn out. But you know, I think it was just a little bit too much fluffing about. Finally finished with this Sharpie on those two nails, and now I'm just doing a heart on the thumbnail, and oh god, I'm actually going to go in with more Sharpie, but at least it's only a little bit in the heart. So yeah, I'm just using the gel paint just to create the heart shape, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the nail outside of the heart. I'm going to do it in the same colour as the gel paint. So at least this is just a little bit of an area to work with the Sharpies. I think those other two fingers were an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I'm happy how they turned out. So I'm glad this is only a little bit. So the reason I went ahead and put a top coat over the nails that I've done the Sharpie art on is because I'm going to go in and do some writing on top of those nails, and just in case I made a mistake, I need to be able to wipe it off. And if I didn't have the top coat, the alcohol would take the Sharpie art with it as well. Okay guys, so here's the finished set. I've really enjoyed doing these. This is going to be my last Valentine tutorial of the year. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the notification bell, it means you won't miss any of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!